looks like we're still on the... Yeah, we're still on the picture here. What the heck? We got a live view of the game. Acting like it's not.
Hello and welcome to Modesto Junior College as women's soccer is about to kick off for the first time in 2021. Right now, Modesto Junior College, they're not playing any real games this season for the 2020-2021 season, although their own team, they have 22 players, they're going to split up and play each other with a white team and a blue team. Coach Steve Aristoteles, this is his 20th season at Modesto Junior College. He wants to send a shout-out to his fiancée, Jennifer D'Souza, his parents, Steve and Norma, sister Amy, brother-in-law Richard, and his nephew, Alex. Steve Aristoteles, this is his 20th season coaching, and due to COVID, this is somewhat of a standalone season. His record stands at 254 wins, 127 losses, and 49 ties. He has 2 conference championships with the CVC under his belt, and the Big 8, been to 2 Final Fours and has been nationally ranked 6 different times. This team is just about to get set and go underway, but before then we have our starters. It's 11 versus 11. There's no substitution, so they're going to play 80 minutes. Usually it's 2 45 minutes halves, but we're going to stick with 2 40 minutes to give the girls a little bit of a break. Starting for the white team, we have number 2, Peyton Bohannon. She is a forward, and she's played 1 year. This is technically her second season with the team. We have number 6, Alyssa Gibson. She is a midfielder. No years played with MJC, but this is technically going to be her first. Elena Shipley, she's going to be starting forward for the first half, although she's going to switch with the goalkeeper during the second. This is her second year playing. Shayla Dominguez, number 8, she's going to be one of the defenders for the white team. 0 years played, although this will be her first. Number 11, Dani De La Riva, a defensive player, no years played. Number 12, Savannah Franco, defensive player, 0 years played. Number 13, Emma Walsh, a midfield player. Number 15, Lizzie Watson, a midfield player. Number 18, Alex Rivera, going to be on the defensive end as well. Number 21, Kalisa Smith, a forward with 1 year's played. And number 24, Alyssa Hastings, who will be starting goalkeeper and switching with Elena Shipley in the second half for the goalkeeper position. And we are underway here at Modesto Junior College. Going to the blue team for their starters, we have number 3, Anna Stevens, a midfield player. Number 4, Jordan Torres, a defensive player. Number 5, Jasmine Santiago, a midfielder. Number 6, Yesenia Perez, a defensive player. Jackie Sanchez, number 7, a forward. Number 9, Denise Romo, midfield player. And Denise Romo, she is actually the assistant coach to Steve Aristoteles, and this is technically her 3rd year playing when you count her 2 years at MJC and helping out with Coach Aristoteles. Number 10, Gabriela Cruz, the forward, 2nd year playing. Number 11, Megan Solimini, the goalkeeper forward, who is now in the net for the blue team. We have number 12, Landon Mills, forward. Number 15, Brianna Montoya, the defensive player. And number 24, Deanna Sandoval, defensive player as well. So we see the ball goes out of bounds, giving it to the blue team. Goalkeeper is going to get it for the white team. Kicks it over to the left side. Kicking it into midfield. Middle of the field, in the midfield, not necessarily the best thing you want to do, although they quickly kick it over to the edge. A good contest by the blue team, kicking it out, taking over advantage once again. All the way down into the box. Ball is going to go out to the goal end. It's going to be a corner kick for the blue team. It's one of the hardest things to do in soccer. You have the option of either kicking it all the way into the middle and possibly having a player either head it, or maybe the ball comes down a little short and you just kick it in. And a nice roll off the shin guard, although the goalkeeper is there to protect it from going into the goal. Holding it for quite a while. You have to be careful. You only have 6 seconds with the ball in the goal box. Decides to kick it over to the left side. Switching things up as they were over to the right side previously. Another good contest by the blue team, taking over in white's territory. Defensive blue team on a strong hold near midfield. Usually they're just a little bit farther back so that they can contest anything coming in a little bit closer. And here is an example of that, as they're still near midfield with the ball, not moving back too much, although trying to find an open player. That's number 15, Brianna Montoya. Kicks it over to the right side. That one's going to roll out of bounds near the corner. That's going to go outside of the width, so the goalkeeper will have a stab at it, kicking from the 18-yard line. Really favoring that right side, gets it down into the middle. Has a player there to field, although quickly poked away by the blue team. Trying to find an open player. We have Santiago, kicks it into the middle, trying to take a snap into the right corner. Quickly picked up by the goalkeeper. There's a sea of blue near the goalkeeper for the White Pirates. It's going to be poked out by blue, giving it back over to the white team to throw it in. A good stop by Savannah Franco, the defensive player for the white team. Excuse me, that was Landon Mills making the stop. And quickly poked out once again by Landon Mills. The white team has to get it just a little bit outside their comfort zone, taking a stab at it all the way down to Elena Shipley. Blue team really favoring the ball, has the most time of possession so far. Ball stripped away, taking that right side once again. We have Denise Romo poking the ball away, trying to gain possession, finding the open woman. The footwork down the middle of the field, quickly kicked away by Deanna Sandoval. Has an open player down, nearly offsides, but the blue team gets in front just in time. Risky play by the defender, but able to kick it out is Deanna Sandoval. And for the white team, that was Elena Shipley on the back of Deanna Sandoval, trying to get the first attempt for the white team. Puts it off the head and travels out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the blue team. And we will see Deanna Sandoval throwing it in. The defense clears it down to midfield. And speaking of Deanna Sandoval, we've heard her name just a few times already. She graduated from Ripon High School in Ripon, California. She's a pre-nursing major. Goal is to become a nurse. Played competitive soccer for Manteca Football Club. Parents are Martha and Marcos. Brothers Damian, Isaac, Giovanni, and Elias. Her hobbies are playing soccer, softball, and volleyball. Would like to stay in California, but would attend any school out of state if it was a good fit. We're going to see a throw-in from the sideline by the white team, favoring Elena Shipley. Fields the ball, and the blue team quickly there to stop it is Denise Romo. And once again, Denise Romo was the previous player who played for 2 years under Coach Steve Aristoteles, and now is playing in this game just so that it'll be a fair 11-on-11 match. Denise Romo graduated from Pittman High School and CSUS Stan State. Still has 2 years eligibility, currently assistant coach here at Modesto Junior College, looking to coach her own collegiate program and wants to assist at the next level. On a breakaway, the blue defense is very, very strong. We have Peyton Bohannon trying to poke inside into the goal box, but unable to. And a strong stance by Anna Stevens down the right sideline, although the blue team able to double team her, getting the ball back. Tries getting to the lead pass. Elena Shipley contesting the defender. Gets around the outside, has a move, going to try to cross it over, gets it down the middle, although the blue team able to stop it just in time. That was Megan Solimini with the stop. The white team recovers quickly, getting the ball back in blue territory. Kicks it down the sideline, trying to get across inside. Jordan Torres was there to stop it, but not giving up on that left side. That was Peyton Bohannon still trying to get that strong offensive stance as they only have a few yards left into the blue box. Gets the kick, but just a little bit behind Alyssa Gibson. Kicks it in, going for a shot on goal, although stopped by Brianna Montoya. We will see Yesenia Perez throwing it in from the far sideline for the blue team. It's down a huge throw. Gets the leading pass, so you have options. And quickly poked away. Very strong offensive stance for the blue team, although able to stop it is number 9, Denise Romo. It's going to be a throw-in from the deep corner. Jasmine Santiago fields the throw-in, although taken away by the white team. Gets a lead pass, cutting up the right side. She has room to run, although no other offensive players are there with her. Just barely making it inside. Another stop by Deanna Sandoval. Finally, a player comes to help Shipley, and it's going to stay with the white team as Alyssa Gibson was contesting with another blue player. That one's going to be kicked away by Anna Stevens. And that's going to travel out of bounds off the pass by Denise Romo. Gets the header deep into territory. Still trying to poke it away, and the goalkeeper is going to pick it up just in time before the White Pirates are able to get inside. Into the middle of the field for the White team. Gets it to the corner. She's going to have options. Multiple forwards and midfielders are there, although the ball is stopped by number 15, Brianna Montoya, just in time. Trying to get it upfield, although there are no blue players offensively for them that far up the field. So the White team will take it over once again. Controlling at midfield. Kicking it into central. Now the goalkeeper will be able to field it, although she won't be able to pick it up since her own teammate passed it to her intentionally. And now we have room to run for the blue team. Landon Mills down the left sideline, trying to kick it into the middle just a little bit, passes back, has options into the middle of the field, has a player off the chest, and now the White team is going to try to stop it. Up and over the crossbar, barely nicks it, so they will have a goal kick for the White team. Just a little bit too much power, hit the top of the crossbar and traveled over. Great option, exactly what you're supposed to do. Kick it into the middle, have the players open, although you have to be on point from that distance. Too many defensive players for the blue team. Definitely controlling the field. Makes a move, Deanna Sandoval, getting her player off of her back. And a wild pass turns it over to the White team. A leading pass all the way up to Kalisa Smith. Has a player coming down about 20 yards shy of the goal. Going to take a shot, trying to trip it over the goalkeeper, although into the hands, about 5 yards short. Ball travels off the thigh of a White forward. Kind of slow it down just a little bit, but Anna Stevens able to control it and the punt down the field. This pass goes haywire, comes off to Landon Mills. The blue defense really anticipating where the ball is going to end up and what the White players are looking for. Again, this is a scrimmage between their own team, split up into two 11 versus 11 teams. And it's really hard to play one of these matches because you already know the players, what they do, and what they're good at, so you know how to defend it later on. We will see Megan Solimini with the goal kick. And Solimini graduated from Davis High School in Modesto, California. Majoring in art, has played soccer for 12 years, and a fun fact, she is right-handed, although she is left-footed. That one's going to sail out of bounds, and the White team will take over at about midfield. The blue defense holding strong, pushing the field to about 50 yards of length. Switching from left to right, has a player but kicked away by the White team, although no forwards up the field or midfielders available. Very interesting tactic by the White team as Usually you have a few players up near midfield and you try to control it from there, although they're punting it up the field a little bit, and the only players that are left on the field in that position are the blue defenders. Once again, most of these out-of-bounds balls are heading to the white side's team. Another short throw-in for the white team. It's going to stay on the ground. Another steal by the blue team. So the white team is trying to take their time, saving a little bit of energy, preserving it for the rest of the time in the second half. The blue team really going all out, trying to take the ball away, stripping it, trying to get as many shots on goal as they can. Really pushing that white team back into their own territory. Pass up the field and kicked away once again by the blue defense. This time the white team had 4 or 5 offensive players down the field into blue territory, although the blue defense standing strong, making sure nothing is getting past them. On the other side of the field, the white defense is nowhere near as the ball sails out of bounds, and that will be a goal kick for Allison Hastings. And it looks like they changed their mind and they're going to go with a corner kick. The second corner kick for the blue team. Running out to the corner is Gabriela Cruz, the forward. Second year playing for Modesto Junior College. It looks like she has a secondary player, Yesenia Perez, coming to the corner to kick it for her. Although be prepared for Gabriela Cruz. Usually they have that second option. They could just kick it to them and then get a closer shot, a little more accuracy from that, but stopping it is Peyton Bohannon. Blue team still trying to have their chance at the shot on goal. Poked away, a player goes down for the blue team. Blue is going to throw it in. Deep into the middle. Beautiful throw. Has a player right into the goalie's arms. A beautiful kick, a beautiful save. If that ball was placed anywhere else, that would have been in the net and a goal for the blue team. Although Allison Hastings was there to stop it and has stopped every single one so far. Trying to get it up the sideline, just sails out of bounds. Had Elena Shipley up the sideline, although unable to get it to her in time. Elena Shipley is a MJC returner, graduated from Gregory High School in Modesto, California, majoring in criminology for forensic investigation, has 2 sisters, Abby and Allie, and they are triplets, and 3 brothers. Her mom is Catherine, dad is Frank. She enjoys doing puzzles, drawing, hiking, and works at Mr. Pickles. One of the rare offensive stances for the white team in this first half of play. Favoring this right side once again. Kicks it into the middle is Alyssa Gibson. Still trying to stand strong. We have Kalisa Smith. Now making her way. A strong attempt at the goal, although just over the net. Over the goalie's outstretched arms. And is going to sail to the backdrop. As we see on the replay, left side, kind of kick it just over, a little bit to the left side and a little over the goal as well. Oh, and look at this. We had Peyton Bohannon coming in hot, trying to take it away for the white team. The blue defender was not aware of the player coming in, and so that's going to turn it over. They're going to call it a tackle for the blue team. Looks like it's going to be just outside of the box. So it is going to be a free kick, although it's not going to be a penalty kick. The penalty kick is going to be inside, and it's going to be a one-on-one with the forward and the goalie. Going straight for the net, off the hand, into the goalpost, and in for a goal. That was Elena Shipley getting the official stat for the goal, running into the ball as if it went off the goalie's hands, off the crossbar, and using her body to push it the rest of the way into the net. See the replay, kicking it with the right foot. Goalie puts the hand on it off the top of the crossbar. And Elena Shipley using the body, not even the foot, just trying to push the ball all the way in to get the first score of the evening. The White Pirates up over the Blue Pirates, 1-0. Blue trying to answer back. Kicks it right into the goalie's arms once again. Another great stop by Alyssa Hastings. And a very interesting play. The blue team offensively has had more time of possession than the white team, although the white team taking their time a little bit more, making sure that they have players down the field before they just go rushing, wasting their energy. Once again, here it is. You're going to see Peyton Bohannon down the left sideline just trying to find an open player, and then the rest of their forwards and midfielders will move the way down the field as they know that they have a strong possession. Hastings picks it up once again. Down the middle of the field, an interesting play. Usually the middle is where every player comes up and kind of bunches, and that's where you get the term bunch ball, when every single player in their position knows that they can get that ball, and that's what they're taught. Although, interesting to put it there, because once all those players come, there's no players on the outside where you could get it to in time. Throws it in, and that's going to be a handball on the white team. It's going to be called on Kalisa Smith, so the blue team will get it back down, kicking it quickly. There's no specific time in soccer where you actually have to place it down as long as the ball is still, and you're going to be able to kick it with the referee there saying that the ball was still, and you're not going to get a penalty on yourself. Kalisa Smith trying to take it down once again. Ball just sitting in the middle of the field. Deanna Sandoval will stop it, although the white team taking over quickly, splitting defenders down the middle of the field. Going to be tripped up just short of the goal box, and they will have another free kick just outside the zone. Another interesting play. They scored just a minute ago on a similar play just from the left side. Now we're going to see it once again. A little bit farther. Goalkeeper down on the knees, ready to pounce whenever the ball is. It's Lizzie Watson getting set. Two defenders in front, going for the right side of the goal. Elena Shipley off the head and over the goalpost. We'll see the replay over the defenders off the head. Maybe if it was a football game, it would have been an extra point attempt, although not the case here. Making two strong runs at goal attempts. This one's poked away by Bohannon. Has a few players ready down the field. Kalisa Smith going for goal, and the goalkeeper is right there to put it in the gut. Elena Shipley nearly stealing it from behind. Was there ready for the offensive play previously. Another save by the white team, although the Blue Pirates are going to have the ball offensively. Now the white team is a little bit warmed up, making defensive stops, kicking it forward for offensive drives. They also have the momentum of being up 1-0 just a minute ago. Kicks it from mid to right field, stopped by the blue team. There's going to be a contest penalty there, so the blue defense will kick it from about 3/4 of the way down the field. That's Jordan Torres. And Torres graduated from Davis High School in Modesto, California. She is a kinesiology and sports medicine major. Trying to make a stab at it, the blue team, but the white team takes over, kicking it down the field. Both teams really favoring this close side. Once again, it will go to the White Pirates. Like I was saying, Jordan Torres, kinesiology and sports medicine major, wants to become an athletic trainer, played competitively for local clubs Ajax and East Valley Earthquakes. Parents are John and Alicia, brothers Sean and Ben, two dogs Gracie and Maverick, enjoys painting and video games and wants to continue school in California. Torres kicks it to the right side. Beautiful footwork by Gabriela Cruz, stripping it away from the blue defense, although poked away and out of bounds. So the white team will take over a little bit into midfield, crossing from the top to bottom. Elena Shipley, the intended pass. Trying to put it back into the middle, but unable to do so to an official player. Another stop by the white defense. Going to switch the field again. The white team really favoring the right side coming down the field. A beautiful lead pass, and they're going to call offsides. It's going to be a close call. As you see on the replay, according to just after the pass, offsides is called as soon as the ball is passed. So official calls it offside, so the blue team will take over. Deanna Sandoval. Now switching fields. Two players fighting for it, although great defensive strategy, just getting in front of the other player, stopping him from being able to stop the ball as it travels out of bounds, and that's what's going to take it back over to the white team. Bohannon trying to make a move. Three blue defenders there to stop it. It's going to flow down towards the sideline, although it'll only be thrown in about midfield. So it went out of bounds just about then. About 12 minutes left in this first half of play. The white team up 1-0 over the blue team. Once again, it is a scrimmage of the one team, 22 players, split into two, playing against themselves. No substitutions, which will tire out the players very quickly. That's why they're playing two 40-minute halves instead of 45 minutes. And on the team for the blue side is Denise Romo, the assistant coach to Steve Aristoteles, helping out the teams to make it a cool 11-on-11. Clearing it for the blue team is Landon Mills. Down the field, has a player open. Mills trying to beat the goalkeeper, but not able to do so. Blue team really wanting to strike back and tie up the score at 1-1. Although the white team pulling away, has forwards down the field, kicks it over. Kalisa Smith has an opportunity, splits the goalkeeper into the goal, into the net. Goal for the white team. A beautiful play by the white team. The blue defenders unable to get back in time. Kalisa Smith just in behind, the blue defenders to keep it from being offsides. being able to outrun it down the field, and the goalkeeper going one-on-one, kicking it just far enough to where she's unable to get back into the goal. That's going to make it 2-0, the white team up over the blue team. Now the blue team starting really wanting to gain some momentum, being down by 2, just about going into the second half, 10 minutes left in the first. Has an opportunity. Mills from the left sideline. Has a defender. Makes a move. Kicks it into the middle. No one there to stop it except a white defender. Taking a huge opportunity. Drops to the left side, so that'll be a goal kick for the white team. And the goalkeeper for the white team, Allison Hastings, making beautiful stops so far into the game. She graduated from Enoch's High School in Modesto. Her major is elementary school education. Her goal is to teach and played competitive soccer for Ajax United. Father is Peter, mother is Inez. 2 siblings, and her hobbies are playing with her 3 dogs and road trips. Would love to transfer to a school in Oregon if the possibility occurs. Once again, Mills traveling down that left sideline, crossing it over, although no blue forwards are really there intercepting where she's trying to put it. Kalisa Smith, who just scored the previous goal for the white team, controlling, trying to kick it up front for Elena Shipley. And the goalkeeper is there to stop it before Shipley gets there in time. Romo kicking left side. Mills wide open. Probably going to cross again if she has the opportunity. White defender coming in quick. Crosses over. Blue forward is there, and a beautiful body save by the white defender. Blue will keep it down near the corner. Throws it in. Romo looking for a player. Shipley. Guarded by Sandoval. Taken away by the blue team. Making a move, trying to find a forward inside. Blue team really being favored. White team trying to control it, kicking it out of their own territory, but the goalkeeper gets it. Mostly using the hands as Hastings. That one goes out of bounds. Blue team will recover. Romo clearing it into the middle, although stripped away. And the goalkeeper will recover this one, punting it down the field. Decides to kick it a little bit short, really conserving the passes, trying to keep it within possession. Another beautiful throw, but it gets turned over. Making her way down. Mills is there, although decides not to pursue. About 5 minutes left in the first half of play. Once again, goalkeeper has to be very careful with how much time they're taking to get the ball out of their hands. Only 6 seconds allowed. Sandoval coming out of her defensive position. nearly gives the ball away, but down into the middle. Blue team has a possibility to score, but Hastings picks it up. Clearing the ball for the blue team down the field was Jasmine Santiago, who is a MJC returner, graduated from Enox High School in Modesto. Major is natural sciences, pursuing job in the medical field. Played competitive soccer for Ajax United. Her father is Jason, mother Gina, stepfather Naveen. Siblings all are younger. In order, sister Natalie, sister Alexis, brother Jordan, sister Amaya. Spare time enjoys snowboarding, working out, going on road trips. Coaches soccer at Modesto High School. Would stay in California or transfer out of state. Her go-to snack is avocado and toast, and her pregame song is Headlines by Drake. The white team has another opportunity, has a few forwards down the field, putting it into the middle. Have Lizzie Watson getting it to Peyton Bohannon. Another strip away by the blue team, although the white defense is really staying strong in this possession. Only a few minutes left in the first half. Sandoval against Shipley. Now spreading the field is the blue defense. Down the middle. Kicked away. Shipley has the opportunity to keep it for the White Pirates. And she does just that, but ball poked away by Denise Romo. That one's going to be cleared. About a 50-yard kick from the opposite end of the field. A player down, although they're not going to call anything, but they will give it away to the blue team anyway. Clearing it for the blue team is Brianna Montoya, MJC returner. Graduated from Oakdale High School in Oakdale. Major is mathematics, wants to transfer to San Diego State and earn a degree as an engineer. Kicks it upfield. Peyton Bohannon has the opportunity. Stops short. Goal is empty. Shipley from the right side. Kicks it into the middle. Has a player. Bohannon. The opportunity falls short. Kicking it just outside to the right. Giving it away. Back to the blue team. As you see the replay, Peyton Bohannon had the opportunity. The defensive player was only about 6 yards away from the goal, so no offsides was even close to being an option. Peyton Bohannon is a MJC returner, graduated from Oakdale High. Her major is communications and marketing. Her hobbies are snowboarding, longboarding, surfing, and hanging out with friends. She loves California, but is open to new areas. The midfield player for the white team, Alyssa Gibson, making a strong stance defensively and offensively. Graduated from Bayer High School. Played competitive soccer with Ajax, then a boys team, then the Earthquakes East Valley Football Club. Her mom is Vicky, sister Isabella, two younger brothers, Anthony and Alex, looking to move to Sacramento area or San Diego area to pursue dental hygiene. And another beautiful save by Allison Hastings. This time going to throw it a little bit farther than she is used to. And here's Gibson down the right sideline. Could be one of the last possessions for the white team in this first half of play. Shayla Dominguez trying to spread the field all the way over to Shipley, although taken away by the blue defense. Not clearing it right away like most soccer teams would. Down the sideline, keeping it in. Beautiful save by the blue defense, although will be taken away by Shayla Dominguez. And that's going to do it for the first half. End of the first 40 minutes of play. The white team is up 2-0 over the blue team here at Modesto Junior College.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning, we always being productive, we're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with to what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate or whatever it is. They all succeed.
Always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything. With all the hard work I can put into it, there's so much more I've done that I didn't realize I could do.
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Arr, go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Wait, did you guys smile after a serious face?
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning. We always being productive. We're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with to what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate or whatever it is. They all succeed.
Always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything. With all the hard work I can put into it, there's so much more I've done that I didn't realize I could do.
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Arr, go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Wait, did you guys smile after our serious face?
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California, with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not.
Welcome back to Modesto Junior College, the women's soccer team. playing a scrimmage against themselves, splitting 11 versus 11, the 22-player team. And during the half, we had a player swap between Elena Shipley and Megan Solimini. Elena will now be playing the goalie for the blue team, who will be in pink on the left side of your screen, while Megan Solimini will be playing forward for the white team, going from right to left. And this is Hastings taking the ball. We'll start it off. The score right now, white team up 2-0 over the blue team, even though the time of possession for the blue team is very, very high compared to the white team. I'm Levi Flores, and for our producer Jeremy I and our cameraman, thank you for watching here at Modesto Junior College. Coach Steve Aristoteles, I'd like to thank you for watching as well, and his volunteers Sebastian Gutierrez and Andrew Crawford, Robert Paleo as his referees for the match. Compared to the first half, the white team, once again, not having a lot of play with the ball, although able to score twice. Once was Elena Shipley off a free kick, and down on the field, the white team trying to score, has an opportunity, although punted away by the blue team. Like I was saying, Elena Shipley scored one off a free kick. It went off the goalkeeper's hands off the crossbar, and she was able to put it in off her body for the first goal of the match. And then later on was Kalisa Smith, who had a beautiful goal from about 15 yards out. White team for the second half going right to left, while the blue team going left to right. Looks like a little bit of formation change for the blue team. This time trying to take it easy and make sure that they have players ready and available for that. When they're moving down the field, they will have them available and as an option. Gets the pass up the field, although stopped by Shayla Dominguez. Kicking it directly into the middle of the field, odd option from the goalkeeper standpoint, although plays it very well as they are able to get up the field. And here's Shipley taking her first ground of the second half. Slightly rolls out of bounds, so the white team will have the ball thrown in. Takes the shot to the left side. Goalkeeper was there and just travels outside of the left side of the post to give it back to the blue team. Elena Shipley will track it down and kick it from the goal area. Not a lot of white defenders back down the field, all past the midpoint of the soccer pitch. Had the opportunity, but Elena Shipley, very aggressive, coming to the ball and picking up before the blue team has the option. Blue team unable to get past midfield in the second half so far. White team controlling, making sure that they have options available down the field. Takes a stab at it towards the right side, unable to get a shot on goal. Shayla Dominguez for the white team is an MJC returner. She graduated from Enox High, majoring in psychology. Her goal is to become a pediatrician. Played competitive soccer for the Manteca Rangers, graduated from graduating from MJC, with the associate's degree in psychology, history, and philosophy. Her hobbies include reading, baking, cake, sugar cookie decorating, and soccer. She coached an under-10 girls soccer team in the Modesto Youth Soccer Association. Another one goes out of bounds for the white team. Another player, number 11, Danny De La Diva, graduated from Oakdale High School, played competitive soccer for Ajax United and East Valley United. Sister Gabby is an MJC alum soccer player on team that won the Big 8 Conference Championship. The blue team taking their time defensively, making sure that they have players down the field. This is different from what we saw in the first half. Taking their time as they punt it down, has a player option. Grounds it, stops it. Although too many white defenders are there to keep them from maintaining possession. Peyton Bohannon kicks it all the way down the field. Picked up by Shipley in the goal. This will be the first punt from a goalie we've seen all game. Usually Hastings and Solomini were using their hands, making sure that it was a nice even pass to their own player. And a beautiful save there by Jasmine Santiago, the midfielder for the blue team, making sure that the ball will not travel out of bounds. And another save by the blue team, making sure Elena Shipley is free from any goals being scored on her. Up the field, we have a 1v1. White player kicks it to the goalie, but blue not giving up. And Hastings will launch it down the field. Back and forth, just trying to find an open player. That's Jasmine Santiago. Stopping it once again for the blue team. A little bit offsides, but the referee doesn't call it. Takes a shot on goal, over the hands and into the goal for the blue team. The first score for them, and it starts in the second half. On the replay, you see, kicks it past the defender over the head of Hastings and into the net to make it 2-1, white over the blue. That was Jackie Sanchez scoring for the blue team. Jackie graduated from Central Valley High School in Ceres, California. 4-year varsity player, captain her senior year. Played competitive soccer for the Ceres Earthquakes. Major is psychology. Wants to become a learning director. Enjoys working out, watching the sunset, and wants to continue education in California. Would like to travel after earning her bachelor's degree. Blue team on a hot streak, trying to get it downfield, although Hastings will come forward and pass it up the field. Interesting move by a goalie, coming 25 yards out of the goal while blue members are standing right near the player she passed it to. As we saw the first half, the white team very much controlling the game, 2-0. Blue team back on track, trying to score once again to make it an even score. Although we will see if they will do that or if the white team can add another one and tack on to a 2-possession game. Not too many penalties so far in the game. We've only had 2 calls, one being an offsides. And 3 calls, one being an offsides and 2 being free kicks from a little bit of contact. We saw 1 goal come off of that for the white team in the first half. A little bit too much contact on the left side. Able to have a free kick, shot at goal, and Elena Shipley was able to use her body to get it in. That was the first goal of the match. Though a lot has happened since then, and now Shipley being a goalie for the blue team as she launches one out of bounds near midfield. We will see Alex Rivera throwing in for the white team, and Rivera, an MJC returner, graduated from Modesto High School and played competitive soccer for the Ceres Earthquakes. Blue team taking it away, trying to make their way down the field. And Kalisa Smith was there to stop it. Although, ball travels out of bounds, and Elena Shipley will have another chance kicking it from her own goal spot. Blue team now favoring the left side. And there to stop it is Shayla Dominguez. Taking their time, trying to score again, has two forwards up the field, stopped by Danny De La Riva, although the blue team gets it back. A leading pass, although stopped, is going to be by Alex Rivera, kicking it out towards the sideline. The blue team will take over at about the 45 yards left to the goal, just inside the white territory. Moving it into Denise Romo. Right side is wide open for the blue team, although 7 white players helping defend. It's going to be poked away by Savannah Franco. Cuts upfield, going to stay in bounds. Blue team has a chance. One-on-one, kicked out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner as it rolls out. This is a huge opportunity. The blue team has had a few of these already, although unable to strike. We will see Jasmine Santiago taking the corner kick for the blue team. The white players, you see not only the goalie, but 2 defensive players in the net trying to stop everything they can. We will see what their formation and what they try to do here. Santiago from the corner, calling for it, crosses into the middle, has a player, although kicked away by the white team. Defense not giving up, neither is the offense. Takes a shot on goal just to the side of the net. Not able to score, although a close one for the blue team. Pass right up the middle. The blue forward still wanting to strike. It was Gabriela Cruz, inches away from having the ball back. The blue team will take over. Left sideline stopped by a white player. That is Danny De La Riva. Launching it down the field. Kalisa taking action. Blue team able to pass it to Shipley in the goal to try to clear it. Player for the blue team is Anna Stevens, number 3, graduated from Gregory High School in Modesto, California. Her major is physical therapist, wants to become a pediatric physical therapist, played club for Central Valley Surf. Her mother's name is Jennifer, as we see her coming down the field now, kicking over left to right, past the goalie, although unable to connect with the net, so that'll sail out of bounds and have Hastings once again kicking from the goal box. We see this coming across from left to right. Good option by the goalkeeper, and they're going to say it hit her hands, which saved it. So the blue team, once again, we're going to see Santiago from the corner. 5 blue offensive players in the goal box. And 8 white players defending. Kicks it over close to the net, and therefore it is Anna Stevens, although just a little bit to the right side. A hard kick to try to score into. Giving it back to the white team. Like I was saying, Anna Stevens Graduated from Gregory High in Modesto. Major is physical therapist. Her hobbies are hanging out with her friends and sisters and wants to finish school in California. And a fun fact, she has an identical twin. We will see Hastings now. Taking her time. Once again, only 6 seconds to kick the ball for the goalies. Making her way up the field is Megan Salamini, who was previously the goalie for the blue team, although switching with Elena Shipley. Rivera. Peyton Bohannon down the right sideline, saves it before going out, cuts up towards the goal, defended very well, and that's going to sail out of bounds. But first, it looks like it's going to be a corner kick. We'll see at this time Elena Shipley's goaltending skills will be on the chopping block to see if she can stop this from the white team. White team has an advantage from these types of plays. Scored on a similar play earlier, a header, but by the defense. We'll see a shot on goal, although Shipley with the hands. Shipley rolls it out to her right side. Stopped by a white player and headed out of bounds by the blue, so giving it right back to the white team, giving them a chance to score. White team up 2-1, over the blue team. And to the middle the ball goes, the white team controlling. Splits the defenders, although another blue player is there to stop it from getting any further into their own territory. Bohannon. Deanna Sandoval will inbound. A player for the blue team, number 6, Yesenia Perez, graduated from Johansson High School in Modesto. Major is nursing, wants to work at an ICU nurse. Middle of 5 siblings, has an older sister and a brother, 2 younger brothers, wants to finish school in California, but also wants to travel. Down the field, and they're going to call offsides near midfield as she had a chance to score. And the goalie will let her have the kick into the net, although ball will not be scored as the offsides were placed at about midfield. That was Gabriela Cruz, who was just called offsides. And there is no offsides before midfield, so that was just barely called. Gabriela Cruz, an MJC returner, graduated from East Union High School in Manteca, California, majoring in psychology. Her goal is to become a family child therapist and open her own business. Played competitive soccer for NPL, Central Valley Surf. Her hobbies are yoga, being outside, visiting family and friends, and wants to transfer somewhere in California, but willing to travel out of state. The final player for the blue team is Landon Mills, graduated from Pittman High School in Turlock, California. Played competitive soccer for Milan Football Club under assistant coach Denise Romo at Pittman. Played for former MJC alum Annabelle Perez and first team for CCAL Conference in 2020. Shipley with another great save, punting it to midfield, has a few players. Every player calling for it, trying to take a lead pass all the way up the right side, although blocked by the shin guards of a white defender. Booting it into the middle, Kalisa Smith is there. Now the blue offense once again has a chance up the left sideline. Only 3 white defensive players are there to stop it, although they do. Second half has been a lot more balanced between the teams, and they're going to call another offsides. Although they're going to call it as an advantage penalty. And the blue team will just keep it as Elena Shipley was able to field the ball. And they will take it down the left sideline, although turning it back over to the white team. Kalisa Smith's name has been called a lot. She is an MJC returner, graduated from Gregory High School in Modesto, California. Psychology major, and her goal is to become a psychologist. Loves working with kids, enjoying hanging out, traveling with family and friends, and prefers to stay in California. Along with that, her teammate Savannah Franco. She played for Ajax, the Quakes, and wants to be a nurse surgeon. Her father Antonio Franco, mother Amanda. She has 3 siblings, likes hiking, camping, and has 2 dogs and 2 cats. Another steal by the blue forward, kicking it up the field, has players, although quick on the feet is number 18, Alex Rivera, outrunning. One's going to be kicked out of bounds. So the blue team will be close to the goal. They'll be throwing in. They have about 4 forwards available. And that one, although a great lead pass, goes out of bounds, and the white player will have it. Emma Walsh, one of the forward players for the white team, as the blue team trying to fight for it inside the goal box. Although taking her time, doesn't know a defender is up on her. Cutting up towards the goal. Has the option off her own player, and that's going to be a corner kick. Ball had the option, although saved by the white defender. Kicks it into her own player's gut. Sounded like it hurt from here. Although we will see Gabriela Cruz from the corner. Right footer, it's going to travel a little bit right to left off her foot. She has players in the box to field it. A little bit offside. Going to get off the thigh, and another player kicks it into the white defender. They're going to call it a corner kick as it went just out of bounds on the previous play. And we will see Jasmine Santiago, the left footer. This one, great positioning for her as the left foot travels a little bit of left to right. Kicks it right into the middle, has the option, but too many white defenders are there. But another corner kick. This one's going to be from the far corner this time. And we will see Landon Mills. This is where that right footer comes into play, as you will kick it from right to left, and it's going to travel towards the goal a little bit, naturally. Kicking it way outside the goalie box. Only one blue player was there, and that's going to go out of bounds, saving it for the white team. Kalisa Smith, over the head. Has the lead pass. Anna Stevens saves it towards the goal, has the player into the net. Goal! A beautiful play by Anna Stevens, kicking it over, has the players, no offsides for her own player was behind her. Wide open, 2 defensive players for the white team was behind her, but had no idea that the ball was going to be kicked over and into the net for the blue team, making it 2-2. with about 15 minutes left in the second half. Now the white team, who had a 2-0 lead in the first half, at the end of the first half, is now tied up with the blue team. A little bit of not only momentum change, but a little bit of strategy as well, as the blue team taking their time, acting a little bit like what the white team was like in the first half, taking their time, making sure they have the players. And now the white team down the field trying to make an offensive stance, getting the lead once again, but it's going to be a corner kick. So we will see the white team once again from the left side. Kalisa Smith will take the corner. Elena Shipley will defend the goal along with her defenders. Here's the kick into the middle, beautifully hoisted up, although Elena Shipley with the hands reaching up and grabbing it before the white player offensively had it on the back end. Another punt up the field, traveling a little bit from right to left. Anna Stevens is there to field it. Here's another offensive stance by the blue team. Has the player up the left sideline. Anna Stevens to the right. Kicks it over. Crosses into the middle. Just a little bit behind. Still trying to go for goal, but Hastings is there to stop it. It's the first long ball we've seen from Hastings. Has a player down there as well. That's number 24. That's Emma Walsh for the white team. Walsh graduated from Enox High in Modesto. Her goal is to become an ultrasound technician. Played competitive soccer for Central Valley Surf. Her dad, John, mom, Brianne, older sisters, Hannah, younger brother, Carter, and grandma is her biggest supporter named Linda. Hobbies are going to the beach, bike rides, camping, spending time with family and friends and pets. Shay, Coda, and new kitten Simba plans are to finish schooling at Merced College. White team going down, trying to score once again for the first time in the second half. Shipley is there to stop it. And Shipley switching over once again from the white team to the blue team in the second half. Well, Megan Solomini is now a forward for the white team. This MJC women's soccer team will play no games this springtime, although this is getting them set for the fall season, whether they play at another college or here for their first or second year at the JC. This is their third scrimmage that they're holding this spring since they have been able to play sports and practice them, although this is the most official one that they've held. Blue team looking to score once again. Santiago kicks it up. Has two forwards available. Looking for a shot on goal, trying to kick it into the middle. Although the white defense, is there to stop him. About 10 minutes left in the second half. Score is tied 2-2. Santiago to the midfield. Be careful with offsides during this possession. The white defense playing really high up down the field. Trying to take a lead pass, although there to stop it is number 13, Emma Walsh. Number 15, one of the strong midfield players for the white team, Lizzie Watson, MJC returner, graduated from Davis High School in Modesto, majoring in psychology and wants to work with people suffering from trauma, anxiety, and depression, wants to author books for women on confidence, hold conferences for men and women on the same topics, played competitive soccer for Ajax United. Parents are Erica and Kelvin Watson. Hobbies are making music, hanging out with friends, and the gym. Would like to stay in California for school, but would relocate for soccer. Here comes Gabriela Cruz, the solo forward right now for the blue team, taking a shot on goal. Not enough power to get Hastings off her feet. Rolling it out to the right side. 3 blue defenders are there to try to stop her. And they do just that, although the white team will have to throw it in from there. Up the sideline, the blue defense still trying to get that ball back. Had a 2-point deficit at the halftime, although slowly bringing it back up. Just under 10 minutes left to play in the second half. Both teams trying to score confidently to go up. The white team will have it once again. Into the middle of the field. Has a few players there. Could have been a high kick on the blue team. Got to be careful of that. High kick is when you put your foot up just a little bit too high when other players are around. It's a safety issue in soccer as feet go up with cleats and spikes hitting people in the face. It is not a fun feeling. Trying to save that sideline. Anna Stevens unable to do so. The white team will take over. Booting it up the field. Has a player, although stopped by the blue defense. Kalisa Smith to the right sideline. Has a player. Trying to find her way inside. Kicks it into the middle. Has a shot on goal. Too high for the net. That blue offense really wants the comeback victory. Not sparing any time making their way down the field. 6 minutes left in the second half. Santiago kicks it up. Lead pass blocked by the defense. Sandoval there to stop it. Still fair ball. The blue offense gets it, has a chance at goal, kicking it, staying on the ground, but Hastings is there to pick it up. A little miscommunication by the teams. You have to play until the whistle blows. You may think it may be out of bounds, but it's not until the referee says something. You just keep playing until that point happens. Clearing it up to the right sideline. White team has a chance to score here. Takes a chance. Blocked by Shipley. Sails out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick from the far left side. Had a beautiful chance. Shipley with the hands being able to block it just in time. Going for that right side of the goal as you see on the replay. Kalisa from the corner. Launches it way over the goal. Has a player there. And that one's going to go a little bit left side of the net. Had the right chance. Right idea. Although executed a little bit poorly. It's a hard technique to do when you're hitting it off the head as a header, especially from a corner kick with so much power from the foot. Hitting it right off the sweet spot of the head, trying to put it into the net. Cruz kicks it over to Stevens. Blue team looking for a handball. Blue team will give it to Shipley to boot it down the field. White team had the right idea, had the player up there, although the blue defense had too many players to stop it. Kalisa clears it up the field, blocked by Montoya. Two and a half minutes left. Blue team has another opportunity, gets it down. Cruz will have the opportunity put away by the defense. Current score 2-2. Seen plenty of opportunities from both teams having the chance to score. Although we might have one here. The white team going down left sideline has the opportunity to cross. Does so, although no white other player was there. Here's Shipley. That one's going to go out of bounds. Although Santiago saves it just in time for the blue team. White team scoring 2 goals in the first half. Blue team scoring 2. A little bit of contact, no call. Santiago. The blue team fighting really hard for that comeback victory. Here's the chance for the white team. Just under 2 minutes left. Takes a shot, although off the left foot. We'll probably see 1 or 2 more opportunities at goal. Blue team heading down the left sideline. Trying to take the lead pass, although poked away. Kalisa takes a shot, hits her own player in the face. Not too much time left on the clock. Blue team will probably take this down for the last possession of the game. That's going to do it for the match. For blue team and the white team, scored 2-2. White team taking the advantage in the first half, but the blue team in the second half tying it up to end the game 2-2. But stay tuned for the for the post-game report after these messages on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to Modesto Junior College. I'm Levi Flores, and the Modesto Junior College women's soccer team just faced off against each other 11-on-11, and in a thrilling outcome, the white team went ahead 2-0 in the first half. Blue team came back in the second, but let's go back and take a look at these first half highlights with the goals from the white team. See the ball coming off the goalie's hands, off the crossbar, and Elena Shipley able to use her body. See it from the top of your screen, kicking over. The goalie just able to save it in time, although Elena Shipley, once again, using her body to push the ball into the net the rest of the way. That's what made the white team go up 1-0. A good heads-up play by Elena Shipley, knowing where the ball is at all times. Here's the second goal of the first half. Kalisa Smith from about 25 yards out. And that was the first half of play. The white team was up 2-0 at the half. To see the second half highlights, stay tuned here on NorCal Sports TV. Here at Modesto Junior College, the first half of gameplay, the white team went up 2-0 over the Blue Pirates, although the Blue Pirates in the second half able to score two times and tie it up. Here's the replay of the first goal. An opportunity that they had. We saw a lot of great soccer tonight at Modesto Junior College. Coach Steve Aristoteles putting this game together to show off the skills of these Modesto Junior College women players. Showcasing a lot of great skills between not only just out of high school players, but also first-year players, and then also his assistant coach, Denise Romo, who played technically her third year playing. Here's the replay of Anna Stevens kicking it over, finding the open woman for the score for the blue team in the second half. Beautifully well executed. Once again, Anna Stevens not only getting it around her defender, but also open for the goal inside the goal box. All of these players coming out once again, not playing any real matches for this spring season, although getting them ready for the fall, getting used to playing together. See the second goal for the blue team. Once again, remains scoreless in the first half for the blue team, although in the second half, blue team going up 2 once again to make it 2-2. I'm Levi Flores for our producer, Jeremy Hurtado, cameramen Quinn Lucas and Virginia Ulrich. Good night from Modesto Junior College.